Academician VP Glushko Research and Production Association, or in short, the NPO Energomash, is a leading Russian company which develops powerful liquid propellant rocket engines. The engines developed by this company ensures reliable injection into orbit of almost all the Russian space objects, starting from the first satellite Sputnik and the manned spacecraft to the Mir space station. The story starts with the OKB, or specifically OKB number 456. The OKB stands for Experimental Design Bureau. During the Soviet era, OKBs were closed institutions working on the design and prototyping of advanced technologies, usually for military applications. From this OKB emerged the NPO Energomash, which launched a propellant-fueled chapter in Soviet and Russian rocketry. Born from the rubble of World War II and propelled by the unyielding vision of Valentin Glushko, these institutions, being institutions of national importance, shaped the Cold War significantly. OKB 456 marked the Soviet Union's audacious bid to conquer the heavens through the study and research of rocketry. As the Third Reich fell, the United States and the Soviet Union tried gathering as much as information and resources from the German aerospace ventures, especially the V-2 rocket. Following this, Valentin Glushko assumed command in Khimki, a town in the outskirts of the Russian capital city of Moscow, where he was tasked with dissecting the V-2 rocket and study the engineering and design that went into making this rocket as one of the worst nightmares for the Allied forces. By the year's end, the Bureau had transplanted its operation into an aviation foundry, erecting skeletal test rigs amid the chill of Moscow's outskirts. The RD-100 series emerged in 1947. These are engines running on kerosene and liquid oxygen, yielding thrusts up to 265 to 500 kilonewtons and specific impulses hovering at 200 to 251 seconds. The early 1950s saw some of the most crucial developments in the rocket program of the USSR. And by 1956, the Soviets had developed the primary rocket that started with the first man in space till date, launching satellites and humans into space. This was the R-7 Semyonka, an engineering marvel that was born as an intercontinental ballistic missile, but ended up as one of the most reliable space launch vehicles in the world. On October 4, 1957, the world and especially the United States was amazed to discover that the R-7 rocket, powered with the RD-107 and RD-108 clusters, has hurled Sputnik 1 into space, a beeping aluminum volleyball-shaped satellite which became the first ever satellite sent by humans to the low Earth orbit. This was followed by over 1,800 such launches, proving how reliable Energomash's engines and the overall space launch vehicle were. Some of the major milestones include the launch of the first dog, the first man, and the first woman into space. These engines were also used in the lunar programs, some of the rockets which were eventually exploding, and hence the mission was not taken ahead. Now in the 2020s, NPO Energomash endures as Roscosmos' unyielding force. The RD-191 engine series are being manufactured to power Angara A5. This can be used as a potential lunar mission launch vehicle. In fact, there is also the discussion of using methane as a rocket fuel, although not much detail has been shared to the public yet, apart from a few contract details. As geopolitics keep evolving, it would be interesting to see how the Russian space industry adapts and innovates to hold on to its position as a significant space leader.